All right. Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. It's me. Hi. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm feeling pretty good. It's a Thursday. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. And it is the Thursday before Christmas weekend. Now, normally, this would just be a regular old Final Fantasy XIV day, but I haven't done the Starlight Celebration quest yet. Hello, Strel. Welcome. So okay, here's what we're doing. Today, we will be doing Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward New Game Plus, but first, we're gonna do the Starlight Celebration. Normally, I try to kind of like keep the event stuff separate from the New Game Plus run, but I mean, Ishgard, it's snowy, very wintry white, oppressively Catholic, perfect Christmas material. So we're gonna be. I also don't have anything better to like fold the Starlight Celebration stuff into. Hi, Spacey, welcome. So it's not like last time when what was it I did last time? I remember what it was. I did the Halloween event, I did the Fall Guys event, and I did the new variant dungeon all on one stream. This time, I really don't have like a bunch of new things all happening at once that I can just kind of fold into doing like Starlight Celebration quests. So we're just gonna do those and then move on to Heavensward stuff. So I won't bother with like the recap up to this point with regards to like what's been happening in Heavensward because it's not gonna matter just yet. But it will eventually. So make sure that you're paying attention when we get there, because everything we talk about will be on the test. Recent gaming news. There's been a lot more. So now that we've kind of gotten past, I talked about this yesterday with regards to like the questions surrounding, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this, the ethics of gaming journalism reporting on the Insomniac leak. Now that we've kind of moved past that, there's been a lot more questions about like what's included in that leak and what people have been talking about. Heavensward is such a great story. It is, and I'm excited to get more into it. But give me 1 second. I have to talk about gaming news because I'm going to be spending the rest of this time doing character voices. And there's a lot of talk about the unsustainability of AAA game making. There's also been a lot of talk from people who don't understand how funding works. And it's just like, no, the price tags for the development for a lot of the games that were kind of revealed in the Insomniac leak, they're not actually that odd. Like, they're not out of the ordinary for, like, the size of a studio that Insomniac is, the work that goes into those games, how many years they've taken. I've been guilty of giving it attention, but I think it's worth mentioning the more we give these leaks attention, the more hackers will continue to pull ransom on companies. True. That said, I think roadmaps should be public. For sure, for sure. I think what I sort of like, I've seen the kind of conclusion that I've seen that I agree with is that this is ridiculous and unsustainable as a sort of like way of like continuously making games over years and years and years. But the numbers aren't surprising at all, really. Like, if you look at a game with like a lower budget, generally you can tell that it had a lower budget. usually, you know? When you think about it, Iwata saw the AAA unsustainability coming. He sure did. But like, I think part of the issue seems to be that these are the kind of games that Sony only wants to make these games. You know? Like, all of their first-party stuff is, like, they're pushing games of this quality constantly. Like, people have pointed out that, like, a lot of times, like, Nintendo and, hell, even Microsoft will have studios working on much smaller projects. Sometimes weirder projects, honestly. To kind of, like, fill the gaps between, like, the big, like, AAA tentpole stuff. And, like, a lot of that stuff goes on to become, like, little weird, beloved titles. Like, you look at fucking Hi-Fi Rush, for example. Hi-Fi Rush is an incredible game. But, like, it's not... We're not talking, like, a game that's had, like, AAA hundreds of millions of dollars poured into it. At least I don't think so. I actually don't know what the budget for Hi-Fi Rush is. I may be talking out of my ass. So true to today's gameplay, I'm drinking a dragon fruit flavored energy drink. Don't tell the Ishgardians. It's the G Fuel, like Spyro the Dragon branded one, even. You know, I know that I've talked about in the past, just like, oh, hey, if since Final Fantasy XIV is coming to the Xbox, I don't have to get a PS5. But I've also been thinking about it, and I might want to get a PS5. It's been super weird seeing, like, all of the, like, I follow a bunch of these accounts on Twitter that, like, tweet out video game deals, and I feel like every other day I see one of them say, hey, this retailer is selling the Xbox Series X for $350. I'm just like, that's a fucking deal. That is a deal and a half. And then, like, I go on to, like, Amazon and I try to look up one of those new PS5 Slims. It's just like, yeah, $500. Fuck you. It's just like, okay. PS5 is worth it for Returnal alone. I've heard really good things about Returnal. PS5 is becoming my second most used system. Hell yeah. The thing is that there's not really a lot of games that I would get it for. Like, if I had a PS5, like, that would mean I would be able to play Silent Hill 2 Remake. I don't know if I would bother getting Silent Hill 2 Remake. At least not new. That's definitely a second-hand second ham? Second ham. Two of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and end that thought there. I think second ham is a good place to end that thought. Hello, Ion Agenda. Wait to see how bluebird it is. Oh god, I hope they don't bluebird up too badly. One of these days I'll stream the medium. Maybe. I'm gonna stream Callisto Protocol before I stream the medium. I have to stream Callisto Protocol eventually. Like, it's fucking, like, that game is hanging over my head like a fucking dead albatross. I swear to God. Like, every time I'm just like, I'm finally gonna do it, you guys. I'm gonna play Callisto Protocol. And then I find another reason to put it off. I need to know how bad the DLC gets. I haven't played the DLC yet. I've only played through the main campaign, but I've heard the DLC is bad. And I'm excited. Okay, we should get in here. Let's the actual game audio is going to start up as soon as I switch to the feed. But yes, hello everybody! And welcome to welcome to the world of Eorzea. We're gonna... Oh, hold on, I can't actually. Welcome to the world of Eorzea. We're gonna go... Oh! Tyrand, thank you for the follow! Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. We're gonna learn about Eorzean Christmas, where they've got all of the Christmas trappings, except they don't call it Christmas. They call it the Starlight celebration, and their Santa Claus is a real guy who is wearing more clothes than he usually does on normal occasions. But we'll talk about that more in a bit here. Although, if you've tuned in, Yoshida Claus. No, it's Godbert Claus. So these ones are usually down by Mikedo's Amphitheater, if I what the fuck am I trying to say? If I remember correctly. Yo, I've been getting into sandwiches recently. I know that sounds really fucking weird for me to just say like that, but like, okay, normally, here we go. Hello, ma'am. All right. Son of a bitch, come on. That's upsetting. All right, hold on. Let's get a look at these. This is the most like Santa-ass outfit I think they've ever had for one of these. Like, it don't get much more Santa than this. I can't even wear the fucking hat. I'm so mad. If it isn't my favorite adventurer, you do remember me, don't you? One day they'll have the technology. One day. Perhaps I should remove my beard. Wait, no, you'll never go back to your oh, wait, no, that's dwarves. Much better. Starlight celebrant oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Garanji? Amy Rose. Garanji, at your service. I am ever so pleased to meet you during this most sacrosanct of seasons. In commemoration of the Ishgardian knights who once sheltered needy orphans from the cold, we strive to deliver joy and comfort to all younglings each Starlight celebration. This year, we pay particular tribute to the figure at the heart of Starlight legend, the snowy-bearded Captain dubbed the Saint of Nymea. As you can see, we have commissioned replicas of his red coat and fluffy white beard. How better to delight the children than by distributing presents as the saint himself, after all? So far, we have been successful in spreading Starlight cheer. However, it seems there is a particular youngling who finds our felicitous festivities distressing. Were I free to wander, I would reach out to them myself and provide what aid I could. Alas, my duties as celebrant require my attendance here. Might you assist this child in my stead? I am sure they would welcome the insights of an adventurer such as yourself. Well, I am dressed for the occasion. I am most grateful. Let me summon the young lady who first brought this matter to my attention. I hope everybody appreciates the work and funds I put in for this bit, because the normal reindeer hat for this outfit that I'm wearing doesn't fucking work on Viera. I had to buy a separate set of costume pieces to get the antlers and nose. Hello, my name is Swalin. Salin? It's nice to meet you, miss. Oh. As I told Miss Garanji, I've seen a boy around here who... Oh. Oh, look, there he is, over there. Aw. I want this just to be the most miserly kid I've ever seen. Aw, he's a punk. I guess he didn't come to play this time either. That boy's been watching the stage from a distance ever since the preparations began. FF14 hate Viera's hats. I've seen... So... There was a post going around on Twitter. There was somebody who was upset about the fact that the hat doesn't work for Viera and Hrothgar again. And there was somebody who mistakenly replied to them saying it works for Viera but doesn't work, but they weren't sure about Hrothgar. And the person replied with such like a weird level of like vitriol for this person replying to them. And it's just like, bro, I'm upset that they're still... I'm upset that we're, like, how many years on from Shadowbringers and they're still making hats that don't fit Viera and Hrothgar? The Viera and Hrothgar hats were the friends we made along the way. At first, I thought he must be excited about the Starlight celebration, but he always looks so sad. That's why I thought I'd try inviting him to play. But when I called out to him, he just ran away. Comforting others when they are troubled is a very kind thing to do. You did well to try, Salin. Salini? I just think nobody should be alone during the Starlight celebration. I just realized that this outfit gives me, like, funny hoof feets. He keeps coming back, so I'm sure there's something he's worried about. Maybe he's too shy to ask for a present? Either way, I'm worried about him. Would you help me make sure he's okay, miss? I'll beat the shit out of him. Then I'll leave this matter in your capable hands. I believe the boy ran off towards the Whistling Miller. Perhaps someone there knows more about him. Let's ask around. Please tell me if you learn anything, and I'll be sure to do the same. Okay. Seasonal event quest accepted. Yeah, I got funny little hoof feet. That's adorable. I love that. Okay, what we got? We got a playful poppet, cheerful cherub. We got Selene. Selene's not actually part of this quest. Hello, cheerful cherub. First name cheerful, last name cherub. That boy who always comes to stare at the decorations? I know him. I mean, I've seen him around here before. I don't know his name, and I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Fucked up if true. First name playful, last name poppet. Playful, poppet. This kid got Thancred hair. Oh, you must mean Tenny. I heard he moved here from Ul'dah recently. Can't tell you much more than that. He makes a point of keeping to himself. If he moved here from Ul'dah, I'm sure his backstory is quite tragic. Oh, a watchful whaler. First name Watchful, last name Whaler. Please, call me Watchful. Mr. Whaler was my father. A boy? Yes, ran straight past me toward the Great Loam Growery. Oh, dope. Okay. Where's that? Did he just go in like a big fucking circle? I guess so. He went back towards the... Oh, no, I'm going to talk to Salin. One of Thancred's children from his previous life, obviously. It would not surprise me if Thancred is... If Eorzea is just rife with Thancred's bastards. If we're being honest here. Did you learn anything? Bunny bunny, banani 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 banoi. So his name is Tenny. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Great Loam Growery. Bye-bye. Who's that? Who's that guy? Wait, who's that guy? That person's just wailing on their friend with snowballs, I'm noticing. You know, I got this outfit just, like, wanting to use it for a bit, but, like, then I put it on just like, oh no, it's kind of cute, actually. This is a cute look for Aigead. Free gill, no catch. The holiday season is upon us. Santa's little elf is located at the Gardania Market Board. Open trade PM if I'm busy in the market. Merry Christmas. Damn, really? Sorry, there was a message in the chat. Sandwich. Sandwich? Hey there, Tenny. Time to die. No, I'm kidding. Hello, Tenny. What's up? Who are you? Some kind of adventurer? Yes, actually. Quite astute. She is, and my name is Salin. You were at Miketo's amphitheater earlier, weren't you? Would you like to go and join the Starlight celebration with me? My friends will be there too, so we can all play together. Your friends? They're really nice. Do you not want to? It's not that. It's a long story. I have time. We just moved here for my father's job, and I know there's no point in moping about it, but I really, really miss my 3 friends back in Ul'dah. During Starlight, we'd show each other what toys we got and eat too many sweets and find all the best decorations in the city. We'd have so much fun, and each time we'd promise to play together the next year, but now... Oh... You're all the way in Gridania. I used to love the Starlight celebration, but now all I can think about is leaving my friends behind and betraying our promise. These people think every foreigner carrying a weapon is an adventurer. Racists. I'm not even carrying... Okay. Outside of the bit before I started the conversation, I'm not even visibly carrying a weapon. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by asking you to play. Do you guys even need me here for this conversation? It's alright. You didn't know. But, Tenny, doesn't this mean you'll never be able to enjoy the Starlight celebration without feeling guilty? There must be something we can do. Oh, now you include me in the conversation. Got it. Miss, you're a grown-up. What do you think? Pack your bags, kid! I'm smuggling you back to Ul'dah! Explain that thing on your butt. That is my tail! Nothing screams friendship, Kupo, like Moogle mail. Mail. Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to whale mail. Kidnap that child. That's it. I could send them presents. Hell yeah, brother. It's a lovely idea. Everyone loves getting packages. Packages. And that way you'll be celebrating together, at a distance. What would I give them? Something you can only get in Gridania? Plants. Ho ho ho! The answer to that is simple. It's him! Godbert, my man! That pendant is some Hand of the King shit. That snowy white beard. That's the real thing. You're the Saint of Nymea, aren't you? Sure. Ha-ha! I mean, ho-ho! Quite! Young Tenny, you need look no further than your own 2 hands, for presents crafted from the heart are presents full of heart. I shall rigorously assist you in every step of their creation as both an artisanal saint and saintly artisan. I don't really understand, but thank you. I'll help too. That way your presents will be crafted in half the time. I don't know if that's how that works, but okay. Really? Alright then. Thanks. Bro only knows who everyone is because everyone has a severe gambling debt. Mistress Adventurer, might we rely upon you to deliver Tenny's gifts once they are prepared? Though we could post them by more conventional Moogles, a child's hard work and dedication ought to be hand-delivered by only the most trusted individual. Fuck, I should have bought a Moogle outfit for this. I'm a fool. And as you are both... fucking shit, goddamn. And as you are both emotionally invested in Tenny's happiness and currently standing before me, I bequeath the task to you. You will do it, yes? Yeah, alright. I'm emotionally invested. Excellent. Then we shall realize these creations ere the spinner sloshes her nog... I'm sorry, what? You want to run that by me one more time, my man? In the meantime, I would have you apprise Amgaranji of our efforts. Once you have relayed your report, return here for the requisite packages. Chop chop! Look, let's be real here. If there's anybody that's going to be sloshing their nog, if there's anybody who's got the nog to slosh, it's, Nalfika. There we go. We got there. I forgot her name for half a second. She's got some fucking nog sloshers, let me tell ya. What the fuck am I saying? Jesus Christ, okay. Don't you look at me like that. Welcome back. Were you able to speak with the boy? Bunny banani banani banani. I see. To be separated from one's friends is heartbreaking indeed. I only wish I too could help in some way. Oh, I know just the thing. I shall transform you into a saint. I have a Saint of Nymea costume that I would be most happy to gift you. Tenny's friends will be delighted for a visit from the Spinner's anointed herald. Accept this with my warmest wishes, dear adventurer. I know you won't let us down. Oh, now I gotta go get changed. Amgaranji is grinning eagerly, her wide eyes sparkling more than usual. Without further ado, let us transform you into the Saint of Nymea. I have no doubt you will look every bit the part in the costume I gave you. You must equip the following items in order to proceed. An Orthodox Saint's cap, an Orthodox Saint's half robe, an Orthodox Saint's gloves, an Orthodox Saint's bottoms, an Orthodox Saint's lambo. Once you are dressed and have sufficiently fluffed your magnificent beard, speak with Amgaranji again. I will not have a beard to fluff. You need to understand this. If any of those aforementioned items are not in your possession, you can purchase them from a recompense officer at Mikado's Amphitheater. So I have to put them on. Got it. Alright, let's see here. Oh god, here we go. Fucking Santa ass Santa. Incredible! I feel as though I am addressing the very captain of legend. No, you don't. Now then, pray return to the Great Loam Growery and collect Teddy's presents. The happiness of precious younglings is in your hands. If anybody remarks on me having a beard when I don't have a beard, failure of the game designer. Failure of the game designer. Where was I going? This way. Sup, fuckers? Welcome back, miss. You should ask Tenny about the presents, hee hee. Alright. The presents are ready. I thought it might take longer, but the Saint of Nymea showed us how to weave them up in no time. Yeah, he's got a talent for that. We made 3 bracelets, one for each of my friends. Thanks. You said you'd take them to Uldov for me, right? My friend Momolau always hangs around outside the quicksand, so you should start there. If the others aren't with him, he'll tell you where to go. I don't know how to properly thank you for this, but thank you, miss. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh wait, hold up. The Saint of Nymea showed Tenny and me how to weave those bracelets, and then making them together was a lot of fun. At least, I had fun. I hope Tenny did too. Did you have fun? Answer! No, I'm kidding. If the others aren't at the quicksand too, Momolao should know where they are. Thanks for doing this, miss. Yeah, don't worry about it. Do, 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 do. Alright, let's take a look around here. Each one of those bracelets can crash the economy of Ul'dah. Oh, wait, hold up. Everybody say hi to Nosage Blackrock. Bye, Nosage Blackrock. One must pay their respects to the dancing Pope of Curl whenever they are in the area. It's important. Hey, are you one of Tenny's child friends? I'm 35. Yeah, I'm Momolao. What have you got for me? I want one of these. From Tenny? Oh, Tenny, you big dummy. We've all been a mess since he left. It's just not the same without him. But now I know that some things will never change, no matter how far apart we are. He's still the same old Tenny, still celebrating Starlight with us. Hee hee. Bunny bunny, banani banani banui. He sent gifts for all of us? Oh, someone's going to cry. I can feel it. Let's see. Larkin said he'd be in the Gold Court, and Altwell's had to do something near Milvaneth fucking shit. What the fuck is that word? Milvaneth Sacrarium. Thanks, miss. Tell Tenny, happy Starlight for us. Sure thing, kid. Again, I am 35. He's not. I just think that's a funny bit to do. Like, you can't make Lalafell children and then have them be the exact same height as a normal Lalafell. Come on. Lalafell multiplied by mitosis. It makes sense. That's true. Can you reproduce by budding? Anyway.
Hello, miss. I've been very good this year. You could ask my friends.
Yeah, here.
Handmade? From Tenny? I'm not crying. I just got snow in my eye.
It doesn't snow here.
Last year, we all stood right here and made a promise to celebrate Starlight together. And Tenny remembered, even though he moved away. I thought that was the end for us, but friends always find a way, right? And Tenny will always be our friend. Tell him I said that, okay?
I'm actually, like, starting to make myself actually cry a little bit. And there he goes. Abule, obele, obele, obele. Anyway. The motherfucker named Lurkin Leech. Oh, here we go. Oathwell. Sup, kid? Oi! Mister, you me mum! Anyway. How do you know my name? Is that a package for me? Yeah, here you go. It's from your buddy. Tenny sent this? He made this? Huh, I guess he didn't forget about his mates after all. It's funny. I just finished wrapping a gift for Tenny, too. A gift from all of us. We wanted something with our
names on it, so we pooled our pocket money and got him a bracelet. Great minds think alike, eh? Anyway, if you're headed back to Gridania, could you take this to him? It'd mean a lot to us. Yeah, alright. Whoa. And he's gone. All of Tenny's gifts have been successfully distributed. Now make your final delivery. One addressed to Tenny himself. Ugh. Boom, 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 ew.
So here's a question. So famously, they've discussed that Final Fantasy XIV has kind of like one of those bubble timelines where like they say like technically speaking everything takes place in the same year. Does that mean that like every single event quest line is all happening in the same season?
Hooray, you're back! Did you find everyone? Did they like their presents?
Yeah, they got you this.
This is
a bomb. Anyway.
Bunny bunny, banoi banoi.
The Earth nearly ended like 3 separate times in the same month, probably.
A bracelet? And look, they carved their names onto it. Momolau, Larkin, Orthwell, and Tenny. They must really miss you too. If this isn't proof of your friendship, I don't know what is. I never thought they'd send me something. And it's a bracelet too. Great minds think alike, eh?
You know, it's funny you say that.
I'm so glad everything worked out. Now you can enjoy the Starlight celebration without any more worries. Uh-huh. Salin, thank you for helping me. I really was happy when you invited me to play before, so I mean, would you be my friend?
The real Starlight present was the friends we made along the way.
You silly. I'm already your friend. Uh-huh. I want to send them something even better next year. What should I make? We should tell Miss Garanji the good news. Tenny and I will be right behind you.
Alright.
We go in Ethernet.
I'm just over here thinking like, oh, everybody's dressed up so festive. And it's just like, no, you have to do it for the quest. Which is very funny, actually.
Bunny bunny, banoi banoi, banani banani banani. So not only were his handmade presents happily received, Tenny's friends sent him a thoughtful gift as well. None could ask for a better display of Starlight spirit. You have brightened many a young face today in your role as the Saint of Nymea. It truly warms my heart. Still, I can't help but wonder if Tenny and his friends knew how fitting the gift of a woven bracelet is. But in certain lands, such bracelets are customarily exchanged as a symbol of friendship, as it is said the intertwining strands represent lasting bonds. Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
No doubt those younglings will enjoy each other's companionship for many a Starlight to come.
Hey, kids.
We came to say thank you. Thank you, Miss Garanji. Thank you, miss. I'm grateful that I was able to keep my promise to my friends and make another one along the way.
Uh-huh.
I am glad to hear it. After all, the Starlight celebration is meant to be enjoyed with everyone we cherish, be they near or far. Now then, What say you both to receiving your gifts? I gave those two their presents earlier, but they seem to be in search of companions. Let's invite them to play, Tenny. Yeah, we can all celebrate together.
Adorable.
A savior chosen to shield younglings from winter's wrath and provide them with every happiness this season can afford. Yet not all gifts are within the saint's power to deliver. The gift of friendship, for instance. Forsooth, I can only teach them to make pretty things and encourage from afar. May their starlights be bright and their friendship everlasting. Ho, ho, ho!
Always good to see you, Godbert. Looking forward to the finale of the Endwalker Hildebrand quests. Weaving a bond. Oh, we got one of these ones.
Perhaps I might persuade you to continue your work as the Saint of Nymea?
Uh-huh.
Splendid! Gridania will be ever the merrier for it. Donors from across the realm have sent us a wide array of delights this year, so I would have you distribute them to younglings who pass by the amphitheater. While I won't insist on the costume, you should know that you look very well in it. I shall leave the decision to you.
I don't know. I kind of like... Oh, hold up. That's not what I wanted. Cast Glamour. Feature may only be used in inns. Damn. Alright, well... Destination. You see a child approaching in the amphitheater. Reaching into your bag of gifts, you select... a deluxe Bismarck pound cake. Does this affect what child it is? Here you go, kid. It's cake. I could fuck with some cake, honestly. Pound or otherwise. Oh, fuck! Hey, girl, hey! Well, this is rather unexpected. I have but just finished attending to state business and thought to observe these celebrations ere I return to Lim Solominsa. I understand the Bismarck donated baked sweets to be distributed as gifts. Though I have little familiarity with the Starlight celebration myself, one does not soon forget the joy of receiving such festival delights as a child. I pray that the Bismarck's contribution provides Eosia's young ones with many a fond memory. Yes, ma'am. Merlwib jump scare? Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold up. That's not the gate. Well, now I need to know who shows up for the rest of them.
Thank you for your assistance. I trust the younglings enjoyed their presents. Should you have further time to spare for saintly duties, do not hesitate to return. May you have a very happy Starlight, adventurer.
I'm gonna do another one. So, like, are these all going to be, like, heads of state or something? Pair of warm fen-il boots. Okay. Oh, hey, you two.
Thank you for dedicating time to play saint for the younglings. Seeing the city awash with their bright smiles is but one virtue of this fine festival. Were those not fenial boots you gifted just now? The atelier is known for its sturdy shoes, so I imagine the child will be afforded endless hours of play. I used to run through these woods as a youth, and I can assure you that feet are the first to feel winter's bite. How reassuring to know that our children will spend the coldest season in warmth and comfort.
It's the lady with the upside-down cow head necklace.
Uh-huh.
Bye, y'all. This does make me wonder who's going to show up for the Sunsilk Tapestries one. It'll probably be... I can't imagine it would be the Sultana. It would probably be Rauban, right? Like, I would imagine that it would be Rauban. Or maybe it would be the Sultana. Who can say? It is a mystery. We may never know for sure. Oh. Momodi? So you're the Saint of Nymea I've been hearing so much about. I snagged an invitation from the Adventurers Guild, hoping for some seasonal refreshment, and between all the smiling youngsters and twinkling lights, I haven't been disappointed. That garment you just handed off was Weaver's Guild craftsmanship, wasn't it? I'd recognize that style anywhere. A certain fancy guildmaster is going to hear about how well that poppet liked his present just as soon as I get back to Uldar. If he doesn't melt to rose oil on the spot, I'll eat my proverbial hat. Do you need a real hat to eat? Because I've got one that I can't wear. What was that? I wonder if... Oh, hold up. Oh, I know this kid. I wonder if the Akadal 9 would enjoy the Starlight celebration. This is the kid from the Ixal quest line. I recognize that guy. Give me another one. Alright, this one is Skysteel Manufactory. There's a number of people from Ishgard that this could be. Bye, kid. What? Just Anarwa? Really?
Ah, Mr. Siorc, what an honor it is to have witnessed such a heartwarming and philanthropic exchange. You gifted that child a Skysteel Manufactory mammoth, did you not? I find it fascinating that toys created via modern technologies should be coveted for so traditional a festival as the Starlight celebration. In truth, I am conducting research into how such Ishgardian festivals are perceived and promoted in neighboring nations. When I penned The White Yonder, I developed a particular curiosity regarding the effect of interpersonal exchanges on the transmission of cultural practices, you see. Lord Amanalan generously granted me leave to embark on this journey of inquiry, and I hope to compile what insights I gain here into another volume. A happy Starlight to you, my lady.
You too, kid. I did not expect literally only Anarwa. Honoroit? Anarwa? I don't know. One of those. Now, the next one said it was from the Azim Steppe. So there's a part of me that says that it's probably going to be Serena. But I want it to be Sadu. Like, it would probably be Serena, but Sadu would be way funnier. Excuse me. See you later, kid. Enjoy your mittens. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? You swerved it on me. What? Is my presence here so peculiar? I have it on the authority of foreign traders that this Eorzean ritual is not simply a sacred distribution of gifts to children. It is an ideal setting in which to find my Nama. Sure, man. No. Your denial is futile. Hidden somewhere in this wood is my gentle maiden of dusk, my ethereal dancer in the morning mist. I am certain of it. All those I have yet observed appear to be mewling children, chattering kin, or shamelessly courting couples. Had I been aware of such a complication, I would have sought divine guidance before coming here. Then again, delaying my journey might have precluded attending this auspicious ceremony. Nay, I am born of the mighty sun, and naught can elude my gaze. Let legend remember that Magnai of the Oronir sought his Nama alone and discovered her wreathed in the light of Gardania's stars. Sure, man. You have a good start. Okay, he's gone. They really caught me off guard with that one. I gotta hand it to him. Alright, one more. Of the 4 that I've started, like, guessing who it's going to be, I'm currently 0 for 3, so... Okay. Now, I could make an out-of-left-field guess for this one, but... I'm gonna go Fortunal. Charlian Ring of Wisdom. Get out of here, kid. I was half right. Ameliance is also here. Why, Aigead, what a lovely surprise. Before you ask, I am not here on official business. My wife wished to see the festivities, so I have accompanied her. That's all. Sure thing, man. So much for Starlight cheer. You know, once when the twins were little, Fortunal gave them puzzles complicated enough to stump half the studium, and that was genuinely his best effort at gift-giving. But lo and behold, Alphino solved his without batting an eye, and Alice couldn't even be bothered to open the box. My gift was seeing this man dumbfounded by his 2 talented and drastically different children. Yes, well, the very notion that the Saint of Nymea might visit our Charlian household was flawed from the outset. Regardless, such charades are behind us now. Our children no longer lie awake hoping for Starlight presents. Perhaps, but I certainly wouldn't refuse a gift were it offered. Buy your wife a gift, idiot. It appears I have business at Fenial Fineries after all, if you'll excuse me. That's right. I must send Mila a little something as well. Did you know she's begun work at the High Crucible? Oh, I am so proud of her. I love how willing Ameliance is to dunk on her husband. It's so good. Alright, that's all of them. Now I got oh nope, that's the saddlebag. Now I got all these fucking things in my inventory. Oh, that's fun. Now then, since the holiday event has been completed, let's get back to business.
Daggerns. Dwagons. No. Here you are. So last time, Alphino and Tataru got accused of heresy. And we had to beat the shit out of a couple of Heaven's Ward knights in court, and it was awesome. And everyone thought we were super cool and sexy. Especially Horchefall, who gave us a whole ass chocobo for our victory. We gotta head to the tribunal. I think the only thing I'd get a PS5 for, really, is probably Spider-Man 2. Excuse me, the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine is what I meant to say. Hi, Orchefon. Lord Orchefon thinks you could do with a well-deserved rest. I don't know. That elf pope would tell me otherwise. Black chocobos are well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortom Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Yeah, alright. Do 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 do. So we're actually approaching the part of the game where I actually ended up changing Aigead into a Viera. Welcome home, Mr. Siorc. Shall I show you inside the manor? I remembered the cutscene for the quest, the specific quest cutscene that, like, I first took a screenshot of her, because Aigead started out as a male aura, and eventually I was just like, you know what, I want to try playing as a Viera for a little bit. And then I did. And I was just like, oh, I like this a lot more. And thus a Viera she stayed. Hey folks, how's it going? Au revoir. Did you enjoy Starlight? It brings me joy to see you in good health, Mr. Siorc. Are you trying to become the talk of the city? Because if you are, you're doing an admirable job of it. I was not present at the trial, but my father told me of your performance. He said you were a wonder to behold. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. Hey, man. Halone smiles on us yet again, Mr. Siorc, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting two of the Heaven's Ward while the city's elite looked on? By the Fury! Anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. Thanks, guys. Knock knock, who's there? But my lord! We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Siorc. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. Is it? Are we sure about that? A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Siorc. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Sure. I can do that. Do not worry about Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru. We will tend to them when they return from the tribunal. I was not present at the trial. Oh, no, that's all the same stuff. Okay. Let's go see the Elf Pope. Let's go see the Elf Pope. Let's go see the Elf Pope at the vault. Down. Down, down. Down. Down, down, down. Ooh, legs don't fail me now. Okay. Hey, man. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Siorc. This way, please. Sure thing, man. That is a really big door. Sup, fuckers? I mean, hi. Hi is what I meant. Last time I did this cutscene, I was a dude and wearing a lot less clothes.
It is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise.
I got like a bag of Cheetos. Hold on.
I am Thorin the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information.
Oh man, I hope the Pope isn't secretly evil. I want everybody to imagine, like me, I want everybody to imagine that me pulling out those Cheetos and starting to eat them is exactly what happened in this scene with Aigead. Like, she just pulls out a bag of, like, corn snacks and starts munching on them in the middle of the vault. She's just like, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I'm nervous. I get snackish when I'm nervous.
Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain.
Damn right.
That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
The Pope probably snacks too. Oh, for sure. Look at that man. There's no way he don't snack. Hey, buddy.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position.
You don't say.
Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Asians?
I wanted to start by making a joke that, oh yeah, this man definitely snacks. He's probably got snacks strewn about in that big old beard of him. Now we are alone. You gonna finish those Cheetos or... But what I actually want to talk about here, I remember playing this, and
Because obviously, one of the big kind of like shocking twists between Realm Reborn and Heavensward is the fact that the Ascians are apparently courting the Archbishop. So it was actually very surprising to me getting to this scene and him just being like, hey, yeah, what do you know about Ascians? And just like, well, since you ask.
Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light.
Like, he's just super upfront
You
with
should
it.
know that I myself have met with them. Have entertained them as guests, even.
Like, 100%. I wasn't expecting that.
Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse
La
them
Habrea,
outright,
you
I should
messy
learn
bitch.
naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light.
It's true, I am pretty badass.
If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest
I just realized I'm not
Eorzea
wearing my
from their
glasses.
grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace.
Was I wearing them
Think
before
on
this
it.
scene? Yeah, alright, man. Oh, don't smile. It doesn't look good on your face. A smile does not better suit an old as balls Archbishop. Oh yeah, I am wearing glasses. I guess that scene just automatically takes, like, your weapon and helmet off. That's interesting. That throw must be very cold. It's heated, actually. But it's, like, uncomfortably heated. Like, that man's butt is sweating. Shit. Hey guys, how was prison? I nearly cried when you stepped forward at the tribunal, Aigead. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am pretty great. Hey, Alphino.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
It's funny you ask. Bunny bunny banani banoy. Bunny bunny.
Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced.
Bunny bunny banoy banani.
By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well.
Sorry,
We
the
will have
Cheetos
new
are...
primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be
Hold on.
certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
The Cheetos that I have are Flamin' Hot Tangy Chili Fusion. Not a flavor I manage to find in the wild very often, but I was at a different grocery store today because it had the bank that my account is with inside it, and I needed to get like a money order for the final payment on our apartment. And they had these Cheetos there, and they're really good.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you.
No shit?
When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubun is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
That seems like a pretty important thing to tell us, actually.
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay.
Yeah, we absolutely need to break
We
Raubun
cannot
out.
permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubun.
I'm up for a jailbreak. You guys up for a jailbreak? I want a jailbreak. Let's jailbreak! Gods, I hope we're not too late to save General Raubun. I should have told you sooner. But about the execution, I mean. But with the trial and everything... Flame General Affairs. Alphino wishes to share his plan of action for rescuing Raubun. Although the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Uldar without a plan. I don't know, I do my best work without a plan. But we can formulate a plan, however. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn of how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortal and a Lominsan consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I'm happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Libsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubun. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her. We might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthale at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. And there he goes. Okay. Yep. Look at little Fiora's Xenoblade there. What, Tataru? They have the same voice actor? Yep, same VA, Tataru. Nice! You know what I need for these Cheetos? I need chopsticks. Hello, G-Man. Oh! T-pose, 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 T-pose. No better place to see a T-posing cat girl than Limsa when you load in for the first time. Speak with General Xanthale... Sergeant Xanthale when you are ready to meet the Admiral. He will admit us to the bridge. The Admiral has been expecting you. Say the word and I will take you to her. The word. Hey girl, hey! I will exclaim every time I hear a Xenoblade VA.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
I forgot what Merlwyb's new voice sounded like. I was still thinking about her with the original voice from Realm Reborn. Like, it's not bad or anything, it's just like, it's been a hot minute since I've heard her actual voice, okay? She hasn't exactly been present in the MSQ.
We had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, The Elder Seedseer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found.
Oh, sick.
Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen.
So if you ever played this game after the events of the end of Realm Reborn and were just like, hey, shouldn't everyone be mad at me? This would be the reason why.
There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit.
He's not doing a lot of
Surely
standing
Lolorito
right
would
now.
never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Which isn't inaccurate.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Because Lord Lolorito is a
You
bitch.
struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Rauban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
Ooh, awkward.
The Crystal Braves.
Ooh. The venom in the voice.
If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Hell yeah. I might burp, just saying. Giving you fair warning. Oh god, there it is. Wow, that just fucking escaped out of me. Rauban's survival is vital to the Eorzean alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Uldar. 'Twould spell the end of the alliance and war, like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in a kitchen. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bye, Warweb.
Though it's useless to dwell on the past, I often wonder if I could have and should have done more for you and Raoban that day. Leaving the banquet was tantamount to leaving you and yours for dead. Should you think me craven, I wouldn't hold it against you.
I would never.
But I will make it up to you, this I swear. Come what may, I know that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn can count on our cooperation. Would that we could join you in rescuing the Flame General, but the Sultanate would not take kindly to a foreign power on their soil, allies or no. How we feeling, Alphino? The Crystal Braves may no longer answer to me, but that does not absolve me of responsibility. As commander, I am accountable for all the wrongs they have committed, all the havoc they have wreaked. Sounds like a plan. Let's go to Webenstow. Alright, where are we going? This way. Hey, what's up? You have some nerve showing your face here, traitor. I ought to haul you in for your crimes, and I would, except you doubtless put up a fight, and I've been ordered not to bring conflict into town. Our priority is to protect the people, and we can't risk innocent bystanders getting hurt. If I were to find you anywhere else, though, you'll not find me so lenient. Consider yourself warned. I love that. Just like, hey, what's up? And just like, oh, shit, hi. Hey man, can I go in? Like, you know that chick is, like, in private, bragging to her friends, just like, oi, if I saw the Warrior of Light, I'd give her such a thrashing. And just like, now, just like, hey, what's up? It's just like, oh, never mind. Hey, man. This dude, pissing his pants as we speak. Is like, please don't hit me, Miss Warrior of White, I'm sorry. Just like full on Ghibli tear, ugly crying. Just from my mere presence. Could she be the Doman contact of whom the Admiral spoke? Hey, Higiri. Mistress Aigead, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my relief. Yo, she whisking? Yo, she whisking, though. Look at that whisking. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the crystal you're looking at the woman who's whisking at the other side of the table. Are you okay? Did you want to, like, say something to her? You're just watching her whisk. We have really important things to talk about. You could come back here and watch her whisk anytime. We've got things we need to do, Mistress Aigead. You're still watching her whisk. Okay. Whenever you're ready, I suppose. I notice you are still watching her whisk. Look, even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we've remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. She fucking whisking. God damn. Look at that whisk action. Where can I get that as an emote? Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsalominsa that you were searching for General Raubon. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Marasaja pit. At the same juncture, Yuya Hase and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Daware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. Yet again, our Doman friends proved their worth. Lolorito was a fool to refuse them asylum.
Yeah, Lolorito's a bitch. Good old Raubon. I hope nothing bad happens to him. I mean, at this point... I think everything bad that could possibly happen to Raubon has happened. It's all sunshine and rainbows from here, pretty much. Go Gubu. Yeah, pretty much. He lives happily forever. Pretty much, yeah. Like, what could happen at this point? My man's in jail, awaiting execution. Lost his arm. He thinks his best friend is dead. What's up, fuckers? It has been a while since I last wore this garb. Since I came to Revenant's Toll, my days have been spent in kitchens. Fear not, however. Though I have learned to wield a skillet, I have not forgotten the use of a dagger. If anything, the dagger work made my skillet work best. What's he gonna do? Lose an arm? Lol. He already lost one. What's he gonna do? Lose the other? Yuya Hase. The mere mention of the name calls to mind the moment I felt the kiss of cold steel against my neck. Yeah, he sucks. I think we kill him on this mission, so at the very least I won't have to do that stupid voice I chose for him again. I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yuya and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hozan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him. Go woof. That's a bit of a ways. I will say, one thing that I like about going through Realm Reborn and Heavensward again is getting to go through a lot of these environments again, you know? Getting to see the deserts of Thanalan and stuff like that. Oh, this happened already? I forgot his timeline. He disappeared for 2 expansions and 3 connecting stories. Yeah, he loses the arm at the end of Realm Reborn. The very end. The set aside proper amount of time several cutscenes will play in sequence end. Raubon's ties to Halatali are well known. That Ilberd should choose this of all places to stage his execution is no coincidence. The fiend. Are there no depths to which Are there no depths to which he will not stoop? There aren't, actually. Oh, huh. Yeah. You come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilberd arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Raubon is being held within. Hell yeah, man. Keeping the flame alive. Hozan will brief you on the mission to rescue Raubon. There is no time to lose. General Aldin may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own shall accompany you inside. Let's fucking go, man. Let's do it. Kick some ass. Bro, we are sneaking. Whoa!
Yugiri! How you doing, girl?
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Oh, girl, you got nothing to apologize for.
Lady Yugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You
Again,
need not apologize, my lady.
Nothing to
We are
apologize
grateful
for.
for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Rauban is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
That would be dumb
Razan,
and suck.
The three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you. With me!
Damn, wish I could have seen that happen. Or, you know, done it myself. But I'll settle for murdering others. Not a soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill. Take the lead, Aigead. I shall follow close upon you. Please do. Hello. Crystal Braves. Oh, you in here? Whoop. I do not have my gap closer. I miss plunge. They stood no chance against Big Sword. Na, 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 na. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Gotta go for the healer first. That's like some basic 101 shit. You go for the healer first. Anyone who has played TF2 knows this. There's no other team-based shooter that would give you this kind of experience. It's only TF2. Because as you know, no other team-based shooters exist. Over here, perhaps? I see some in blue. Wabon! How you doing, man? The General. But where are his captors? I dislike the look of this. General! You came. Ew. I mean, don't make an assumption like that. He is bound by some manner of magitech device, yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. Alright. That will not be necessary. Pray, do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly unto the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. Here I am, back with my awful voice. I can't really complain about that. I gave him that voice. Farewell, my friends. Oh, and do try to relax. They tell me struggling only makes it worse. Confound it. The mist stifles my healing. Leave me. Save yourselves. No. We cannot let them escape. Aigead, force the gate. Working on it. Another benefit of getting a PS5 would be that I would get a controller. Beasts! The mist must be drawing them. Hold on, I got it. But another benefit would be that I would get a controller that doesn't have this weird thing where if I occasionally, when I hold down the left trigger, I move forward for some reason. Must stop it at its source. I'll find it. Braves, have the key. Yeah, we know. We've figured that out already. This is the only area we haven't gone down to. Nothing down here. Okay, never mind. Never mind, Alpha. No, this way, this way. I think I'm healing faster than this can hurt me. So it's like not even really that big of a deal, honestly. Acerbic Jam. Aren't PS5 controllers compatible with PCs these days? I think so. For the record, I am playing on a PS4. This isn't on PC. So unfortunately, I can't just go buy a PS5 controller. Okay, fellow console, good boy. I hear something. There it is. Acerbic Jam. Humming Atomizer. That takes care of the mist. The mist has cleared. Yeah. Next, to find the key and free Rauban. I see some people standing over there. Let's go kill their asses. Who wants to die? How did they survive the poison? Blah, looks like we'll just have to finish the job. No. Oh, somebody hit me with slow. That's not very nice. Did any of them have the key? Not seeing it. Well, beans. Maybe we should head back? Alright. Oh, wait, no, there it is. I found it, I found it. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Got it. You obtained the identification? The key! Take it to Raubahn! You obtained the identification key for the Magitech device. Dad, if you suffer from identiphagia, seek out medical support. Okay, now I can run again. If you or a loved one is diagnosed with identiphagia, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Hi, you Gilly. Hi, you Gilly. I will Magitech device. Beep boop. What's up, big guy? My thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known. What a clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light. Well done, hero. Slobby. Illbird. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, Scions. Let's get this over with. Hold on. Here we go. Whatever it takes to survive! No, you're dying first. I am no hero. Never was and never will be. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you second. My strength has left me. Okay. Now 1 second while I take out your healer.
You now.
Okay, Laurentius, you're dead now. I trusted you. I gave you a second chance. Okay. Illbird of the Dull Blade. Look at this guy. Can't even keep his blade sharpened. What an idiot.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Nah. I'm gonna stand right over here. Oh, they're still alive?
This
Bullshit.
changes nothing.
Yeah, whatever.
It is over, Illbird. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
It wasn't us either.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lass, you'd best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to.
Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves. They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing.
Skill issue.
If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
You'll not get away!
The goof-ass nature of being able to see them run.
No, Master Alpha, no. Now is not the time.
Just like the flash clears and they're running away. It's very funny to me. Hey, big guy, how you hanging? How you holding up?
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
Don't worry about it.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, gladiator. This fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lass. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
We bleed first. That makes us the victors.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Yeah. He hasn't told me any of this.
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without...
What, did they all just leave without me? Oh, no, I got out here first. The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. Alright, bye, guys. Oh. General Alden, I presume. And the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yeah, that's reasonable. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Urianger awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you.
General Alden, if you would come with me, I have prepared a carriage that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Yeah, all right. Well, that was weird. I have spoken with Aigead via Linkpearl. He confirms the man's story. Raban is in safe hands. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay. Pray, return to the waking sands! There. Sorry, I thought that loading screen was going to be longer, and I opened up a news article to read. If you haven't been paying attention to, like, everything coming out after the H-Bomber Guy video about plagiarism, the main focus of that video, James Somerton, reopened his Patreon, posted an apology video, and then very quickly deleted the apology video. Which, it wasn't a very good apology video to begin with. So, you know, that's probably for the best. I read a brief rundown of, like, what was the content of it, and it wasn't very good. Was the apology video plagiarized from the ukulele woman? No, it wasn't. A lot of people are pointing out that, like, a way that he would have genuinely been able to, like, salvage his career would be making a joke out of, like, plagiarizing the H-Bomber Guy video for his apology video. Like, just beat for beat. That being said, he did do the thing that, H-Bomber Guy assumed he would do, which was throw his co-writer under the bus. Hey, Aigead.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
It is...
My son. And Master Papashan besides.
It is still potato sack, Aigead, tragically.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Pippin, you should have been
Save your tears.
in the narrative.
The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who
Nice
arranged
hat.
this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
More like the hat of the Order of Nalthal.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Are you talking to me? No. You would be correct.
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
I love that he's still...
Calm yourself, General,
Hold on.
and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji.
I love that Raubon still moves with, like, the canned animations with the assumption that he still has his other arm, but it's just like waving the stump around.
Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God's strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it.
She lives because she
Her
did
own
not
lady
die.
in waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
I love how H-Bomber Guy has single-handedly managed to rock content creators so deeply, seriously incredible. Between H-Bomb and Carl Jobs, the internet is eating well this last month. It was a really good video, that's for sure.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
I will say, I think one of the funniest things to come out of this video is just like people getting up and like fans of like Internet Historian getting up in arms when it's just like, y'all, comparatively, Internet Historian is like a very small part of that video. Like, I think all of the focus was just on the cave video. Whereas, like, so many of the other content creators in that essay, it was just like, yeah, this is plagiarized, this is plagiarized, this is plagiarized, bam, 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 bam. Just, like, several of their videos over the course of, like, each of their sections. It's like, no, this is just one. Like, everyone's acting like all of his fans are acting like this was a personal attack on him. Like, no, it's just the cave video. He wasn't even the main focus of that. And I remember people like posting just like, oh, haha, this is H Bomber Guy versus Internet Historian, and it's like the gif of Raiden punching the senator from Metal Gear Rising, and people had to be like, hey, you know Raiden won that fight, right? I keep saying Raiden because I'm the fucking Mortal Kombat. It's Raiden, excuse me.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Redan.
Oh, Nanamo.
Okay, get up, man.
I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Yeah, you should cut him in half.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something.
It doesn't count for enough, if you ask me.
And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering.
Are you sure we can't cut him in half just a little bit?
I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teledji Adeledji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
Grr. All right, y'all hang out here for the next chunk of the story. We have to go handle the A plot for a little bit. I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Rauban, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Uldar. We couldn't have done it without you, Aigead. Thank you. I heard you pulled General Alden from the grasping fingers of Thal himself. It pains me, it does, to see that proud warrior less an arm. Who are you again? Alright, let's look around a little bit. That's the Solar. It is time for the Scions to strike back. The winds have changed, Warrior of Light, and we must ride this gale as far as it will carry us. Yeah, man. Yugiri, how's it hanging? My fellow Domans and I are glad to have been of service in the Flame General's rescue. If there is aught else we can do, know that we are ever at your disposal. Oh, we got people. Arenvald's here! Hi, Arenvald. Hi. Love Arenvald. Father's spirit burns as brightly, as fiercely as it ever does. Fucking shit, goddamn. As fiercely as it ever has. I was proud of him when he ruled the Blood Sands as the Bull of Alamigo, and I am proud of him now. It avails us not to dwell upon that which we have lost. Nay, we must focus on protecting that which we yet have. Yeah, man. As one age endeth and another doth arise, so do our struggles wax and wane. What wouldst thou ask of me? I'm good. Thank you for rescuing General Rauban. From the bottom of my heart, to behold him now gaunt and unkept, it pains me to think of all the hardship he has endured. If we are to see stability restored to Uldar, we must needs set aside our differences. No more can there be monetarists or royalists. Sure. I don't got anything that needs repaired. Okay. Wigstan. From the political landscape to our struggles against the Beastmen, little is certain and less is within our control. We can but focus on those things that we have the power to change. You said it. Arenvald! Thank the gods you're all right. 'Twas a mighty struggle from what I heard. Would that I could have fought by that... What? Fucking shit. Would that I could have fought by your side. Would that you could, my man. Would that you could have done that. Alright. Let's fucking get out of here. That door is closed. To siege or not to siege? Moshi Moshi. Tataru? Yes, General Rauban is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dervanians have reminded us about the A-plot. I mean, are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Towerpin and the others to investigate and return with all haste to Ishgard. Yeah, alright. And there he goes. Excuse me. Excuse me. Nose is getting a little runny. Well, you'd better catch it. It's funny. You're funny. Am I just some kind of clown to you? No, I'm kidding. Boom, boom. Dance monkey dance. Okay, we gotta continue. Let us hear what the Count has to say. Ah, there you are! Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raubon short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Orshafon is desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Yeah, alright. Hey man, let me in. Sup, fuckers? My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mistress Siorc, Master Leveilleur, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. I'm not going anywhere. This is where the expansion takes place. Why would I go somewhere else? How many dragons would it take to darken the midday sky, do you think? 1,000? More? Too many, at any rate. I confess, I know not where else you might seek sanctuary, but few places are like to be more perilous than a city under siege. The Observatorium bells have tolled. Either flee this place or make ready for war. The coming of the Horde spells ruin for Ishgard, but her knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. Fucked up if true. Tataru, how do you feel about all this? What will become of this place? And us? Alphino. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the Horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I for one grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Aigead? I'm gonna stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandoned our allies in their hour of need. Alphino's way. Alphino is deliberating how best to proceed. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Oh, alright. Hey guys, we're going outside, okay? Alright, cool. Well, I'll be back.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
What? Oh.
Estinian.
Hello.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
He said I have vaunted strength.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Isart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
Yeah. I gotta do the rest of the Lancer quests, honestly. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emeric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fortall Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. And everybody's left me. Forgotten Night. I am really excited to get into the part of the game where Estinian hangs out with us. I really like Estinian. Everybody say hi to Firm Albert. Hi, Firm Albert. Hey man, you gotta let me up.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
Okay.
At once, my lord.
Sup, fuckers? I mean, hi, Emeric.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emeric, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the Sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg.
Technically speaking, I am also an Azure Dragoon. Not canonically,
I must admit,
but
mere thought
okay.
of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Thanks, man. And when I say not canonically, I mean within Aigead's canon. Hi, Stinian. I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Having secured Sir Emeric's support, we may yet proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us the Dravanians will attack us as soon as the Horde reaches a... Wait, hold up. That the Dravanians will attack as soon as their Horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Yes, Nidhogg will definitely speak with us. Ooh. What's going on here? Some kind of a round table. Imagine such a thing.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
I know some people on the internet that will be really happy about that.
Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
What?
For the glory of King Thordan.
Bro, what happened to your voice?
I need a throat lozenge. I've got an illness.
Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans.
Then I shall await you at St. Renet's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy.
Of that I need no reminding. Come, Aigead, let us head back to Fortal Manor. Okay. Na 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 na. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Bro, you gotta let me in. Bro, you gotta let me in. You gotta let me inside. You have to. Hey, girl, hey. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Aigead and I return to Ishgard. Bunny, banani, banoi, banananini. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it specially. No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. The boy has a new outfit. By the 12, it fits perfectly. And the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. And thus did Tataru's legacy of making sick new clothes begin. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, where is he? Oh, he's over at by Skysteel. Do. Yeah. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Kurthis. I shall have to thank Tataru properly upon our return.
You have said your farewells, then?
Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay.
Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking?
In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Iseul's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurthis Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Sounds like a plan. Okay, we gotta go this way. So I watched a video today that was basically looking at the possible... it was looking at the possibility that Disney's recent movie Wish may have been written by AI. For my money, I don't think like big name movie studios are quite at the point of using AI to write whole ass movies just yet. I think it's more likely that it was probably just like essentially like a designed by committee kind of thing. And the writing is just regular bad. Hey man. We'll discuss it more after this cutscene. Well, Mistress Siorc, what brings you back to the Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus, we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from the sweep of the surrounding areas or surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgen. That the place. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistress Siorc knows well the place I speak of, for it was she who first discovered it. Yeah, that's true.
Let us divide our forces, then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there.
Uh-huh. A wise use of our time. Come, Aigead, I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Uh-huh. Heretics and Dravanians are bad enough, but this blasted weather is something else. You said it, buddy. Oh, Estinian's over here. Hi, Estinian.
As agreed, I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit the heretic's refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there.
Alright. Anyways. But yeah, for me personally, I think it might just be like plain old bad writing. You know, rush to meet a centennial deadline, created by like a committee, just like a boardroom sort of thing. Like, we need to have all of these things. That being said, like, it brings up like weird dialogue choices, a lot of like a lot of tell don't show, a lot of like inconsistent character behaviors, or like lack of proper character motivations and things like that. So like, I get it, you know? It also brought up a lot of other things where it's just like, they mention about how like Disney seems to be doing a lot of work to have like diverse female characters, but for some reason always finds an excuse to make like the major male characters in these movies white guys. Like, they brought up the fact that, like, you know, Ariel in the recent Little Mermaid was played by a black woman. But then, like, they find a reason to explain why the prince is still a white guy by saying that he was adopted by, like, the queen of the kingdom that it takes place in. It looks like it takes place in sort of like the Caribbean, sort of, from what they said. I haven't actually watched the movie. I don't really want to. But it's just like, yeah, huh. They do kind of be doing that, don't they? Just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind. Mr. Siorc, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Aigead. And he just runs in. Okay. We were ill-prepared for what awaited us at the farmhouse. Forgive me, but until the creatures have been put down, we cannot safely continue our investigation. What horrible creatures await us with it? Oh, they're polar bears. They're just polar bears. Oh dear. The creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Until my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more a hindrance than a help. Pray go on ahead, and when you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. You took that thing out pretty quickly. It is just a polar bear. Like, you said beasts, I thought I was gonna find something with like a billion eyes, but it's just a polar bear. Like, that's still terrifying, but like, hey, little guys, how y'all doing? Alright, we're good. I heard a frightful growling from below. You encountered more of the beasts, I take it. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. there's been a lot recently of people like calling out things for being made by AI, but like they weren't made by AI. People are using like imperfect like AI detection tools on like art pieces. It's just like, no, this person just genuinely like renders their art like that. And it's unfortunate. So like as much as like I would like to join in on like sort of general speculation as to like, oh, bad thing is made by AI, like I feel like sometimes it can be more of a hindrance than a help to like basically jump at shadows. Like there's some things where it's just like let's take for example Silent Hill Ascension, right? Where it's just like there's so much going on in that is just absolutely fucking bonkers to me that like if you told me this was written by AI, I would agree, I would believe it. I'd like to believe that it isn't, you know? Like I've talked about this before. Things like Wish or Silent Hill Ascension sounding like they were written by AI, like even like I would much rather it turn out that it's just bad. Like I would rather these things that people are saying like, was this made by AI, were just written by humans and it was just a botch job, you know? That's so much more interesting. Like, look, you take the example of Wish, where it's just like, you know, there is the point of view that this video puts forward, which is like, was Wish made by AI? And then there's the point of view that like I put forward that it might just be badly written, like a fucking boardroom full of executives like trying to write a movie and not understanding proper narrative construction. Like, even if it is just like boardroom exec written story, like at the same time, that's still way more interesting than somebody asked ChatGPT to write a Disney movie, you know? Like, just on a considerable level, it's far more interesting because it's still people making the decisions. Like, that's the whole thing with like I try to be pragmatic, you know? If there's something that like I speculate on, I try to also like look at it from like, okay, well, what if this is something else? Like, you know, I spoke earlier about like Silent Hill 2 for the PS5, the remake coming out from Bloober Team. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in Bloober Team. I have very, very little confidence in Bloober Team. Infinitesimal. But I have thought, okay, what if they knock it out of the park? What if this is the first good game, good story that they actually make, right? What if they kill it? And you know, there's a part where it's just like, oh, well, you've been bad-mouthing it this whole time. What are you going to do if it's good? It's just like, if it's good, I'm going to be really happy, actually. Like, okay, let's look at the two possible scenarios here. If it's bad, I was right. If it's good, I have a good remake of Silent Hill 2 to play. Like, this shit's a fucking win-win for me. It's the same thing with like Silent Hill Ascension. If Silent Hill Ascension, it turns out, is written by AI, then, I mean, like, okay, we were right about it being written by AI. If it turns out Silent Hill Ascension isn't written by AI, that story of how this happened is so much more interesting because people had to make those decisions. Like, again, it's like, I don't want to say it's going as far as like expect disappointment and you'll never be disappointed, but it's just like, you know, fucking passes prologue type shit, you know? Someone had to physically think think that trauma was a good idea. I made that as like a sticker for the server that I have put together for the Shark stream. It's not a public server. I use it specifically for like group calls for stuff. But I did make that as a sticker for that. So I'm just like, I need that. It's trauma. But like somebody had to think, like, somebody had to make the decision, hey, what if we make funny little emotes of our main characters for people to buy with their Silent Hill Ascension fun bucks? But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't go so far. Oh, someone on a chocobo. I wouldn't go so far as saying like it's a situation of expect disappointment and you'll never be disappointed, because like, I mean, I'm really just kind of like going based off. This isn't like a across the board. I never get excited for stuff. I get excited for shit all the time. I am incredibly susceptible to hype. I talked about this after the Game Awards. A lot of like the worst shit about the Game Awards completely flew over my head in the moment because I was getting excited about some of the stuff they were announcing and the actual award winners. The fact that Alan Wake 2 got a number of wins was really exciting to me. That I didn't even like really register how kind of fucked up it is that like they are giving these like fucking like movie and TV celebrities all of this like stage time to like do bad stand-up, and then they're rushing the award winners off after 30 seconds. I was too caught up in the moment. I am incredibly susceptible to hype. I love spectacle in movies. That's just the sort of thing that really like gets my fucking blood pumping.
My inquiries availed me naught. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which of his extremities the frost had bitten the hardest. Like his dick. The beasts are slain, then. My thanks, Mr. Siorc. We may yet return to our duty without fear of a mauling.
But yeah, like, I'm not really the person that, like, looks at things cynically or with a pessimistic eye. It's just, you know, I'm working based on, like, previous experience. And previous experience tells me Bloober doesn't do a good job of making good stories having to deal with, like, incredibly traumatic events. They are quite bad at it. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than a friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics.
My interrogations of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door, which is hardly a choice at all.
Oh, and, and everybody's left me behind. No, it's cool. I'll just stand out in the snow. That's fine. I have found some few of these letters. Let us gather a respectable stack, and then see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence.
Where are these damnable pages? I'd rather battle 2 Avis than continue this confounded search.
Me playing Alan Wake. Where are these damnable pages? I'm funny. The letters were in a neat pile just here, but 'twould seem the skirmish with the beasts has scattered them rather thoroughly. Alright, hold on. I got it. I'm working on it. Okay, got one. There's 2. Hold on. 3rd one. Number 3. Time is running out. Okay, hold on. Where is... Alright, hold on, everybody. I gotta go fucking find these fucking things. Goddamn. Any of them? Oh, here's one. I walked right past this one. Honestly, I like Layers of Fear and Observer. The medium was solidly okay. I didn't really catch the problematic issues until they were pointed out to me by more socially perceptive people. I'll rib over Bloober, and I'm cautious about them, but SH2 might be fine. It might be a dumpster fire. Yeah, really, like, Layers of Fear was real. Layers of Fear and Observer were definitely sort of like games made to kind of ride the coattails of PT. I would argue that there isn't really a lot of depth, at least to Layers of Fear, which is the only one of the two that I've played all the way through. From what I understand, like, it really starts showing through, like, the kind of shitty way that they look at, like, disabilities, mental illness, and trauma when you look at like Layers of Fear 2, Blair Witch, and The Medium with that sort of critical eye. I also haven't played the most recent Layers of Fear game, which is just like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that one, if I'm being honest. Wasn't it called like The Layers of Fear? Layers of Fear is a House of Horror experience, and the kid who runs into the wall that's supposed to be scary. That one's just funny because you can re-trigger that event over and over again. Have you recovered much of the Heretics' correspondence? Yeah, man! Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Leveilleur and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgani Mills, heretics, and their fellows in the Ak-Ampha Amphitheater. It's Layers of Fear. I didn't even realize that it was a thing until I just wikied it. So they're naming the remake sequel as the same name as the original game. It's, I don't know. It's weird. Who knows what's going on over there? That being said, I do want to, like, I think I said this earlier before, like, I kind of devolved into hysterics over the fact that I still need to play Callisto Protocol at some point. But I do intend to stream the Medium eventually. I've played a little bit of it, and I could already see, like, kind of the cracks showing through. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Aesar's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned.
Ak-Ampha is taken from the dragon's tongue. It means roughly eternal circle. 'Tis little wonder the heretics thought to return to the place.
Sounding out the amphitheater. Alphino seems intent on traveling to the Ak-Ampha. The Ak-Ampha Amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not?
If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed.
Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Ak-Ampha beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgani Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall?
It should. House Durandar posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry.
Uh-huh. So that was pretty wild, huh? Do you mean to follow the Heretic's trail, then? I will see that Sir Redwald is informed. Played enough of it to file it in the "this was a game I played" game. It lives with Everspace. I do want to go back and try Observer at some point. It seemed interesting. But, like, it also kind of seems like the... It's sort of like Layers of Fear, where it's just, like, the kind of haunted house spectacle of it is kind of the whole appeal of it. I was genuinely interested in Layers of Fear, too, when I heard about it. Just because, like, I like boat horror. I like when horror takes place on boat. Resident Evil Revelations is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. Is it over here? Hold up. Oh, here we go. Borer. Boat horror, or borer.
What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair?
Do you recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? It seems an age ago, does it not? Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. He's not scared, he's just traumatized. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Ah, the guests of House Forton, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Ak Alpha beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Alphino, did you just make a pun? Uh-huh. I need to, like, actually progress in the Resident Evil games at some point. I can't sit around waiting for Resident Evil 5 Remake to come out. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured.
Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch.
Oh, hey, folks.
Dogs of Ishgard! It is not enough that you banish our beloved saint. Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood?
Istinian might not be. Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress that we might broker a peace. Resident Evil 6 Remake. It's the same game, but without the autocomplete QTE accessibility options. If I play that, I'm going to play it with the autocomplete QTEs.
Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of.
My reputation precedes me.
They give us little choice.
Come, brothers, may Dragon Wings bear us to victory!
Hey, folks, I will be your Dark Knight today.
You will not defile the sacred place a second time!
No, wait! We did not come here to fight!
Waste no more words on them. They are deaf to reason.
Got these ones.
Your guard is down.
Oh, shit.
But the fury, they partake of the blood of dragons.
7 hells. Can dragon blood truly bring about such a transformation?
You should not have come here, Ishgardians.
This guy named Louis Stjol. Hey, Louis. Hey, Louis. Cut it out. Cut it out, you scoundrel. Oops.
You are fortunate indeed. Behold the true power of our faith.
The true power of your faith is Dragon TF?
12 for Fend. At last, a foe I might sink my lance into.
Hold on, I got this guy. It's cool, this isn't even difficult. I wish my faith ended in Dragon TF. God, same. Ow. Stop that. We did it. We're the heroes.
They fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain.
Fall back, brothers! Retreat to the cinders! The what? Oh, hold on, Alpha. No. You got me just as I was putting Cheetos in my mouth. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them.
What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question.
The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian.
I suspect it is the heretics' way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, it is told that the Agile Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true.
A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this ashen isle. Okay. We probably won't go for too much longer. I was up really late last night because I wanted to finish all those side quests in Nier, and I want to try and sleep at a reasonable time today. What? You've driven off the heretics? Well, that should certainly aid the minds of our surveyors. Only in a land where war has raged for 1,000 years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island.
The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the Convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jean Talot, may have information of use to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The Convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe.
A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Yeah, alright. Boo! I just want video games to be good, you know? I want video games to be good, and I want the people that make them to be treated well. Is that so much to ask? Because apparently it is. Oh yeah, I think the Dreaming Dragon is exactly what I think it is. Sup, fucker? Well, well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I gave you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with the flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jantalo, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you to our humble camp? Bunny bunny, banani banani banoi, banananini. Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Aigead, Istinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Do I hear lyrics? You might call me the leader of the Convictors. The title, however, is entirely misleading. What I am is a wet nurse for the petty nobles who'd flock here seeking an easy path to glory. Of course, many of them perish long before they think to suckle at the teat of my wisdom. The stalwarts you see in camp are those who have managed to survive. I suppose if one does not die in the attempt, one eventually becomes rather good at slaying dragons. Yeah, that makes sense. I may have erred at seeking the wisdom of these whelps. Oh, this guy cold. What kind of mender won't actually mend my shit? No, anyway. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Aigead. Alright. First name Boorish, last name Banneret. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Raitmo, Vermont, and Bertinent that wanders in and out of camp? What? First name Boorish, last name Bowman. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass under my very nose and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. You guys are really good at your job. Hey, you've got a name. Looking for heretics, you say? Don't you go bother Puriquets or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. You know what? Fair. Puriquet, I was told to bother you. Something I can help you with, my lady? Bunny bunny, banunny banunny. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. I don't know why I'm giving this guy this accent. We would be grateful for any information you could share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. Ever pleases, my lord, I'm Puriquet. A soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. If it weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took the spear, see? It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Jantalote's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressured to service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simplest promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tribe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send them some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. Do you need firewood? I not familiar with the building of signal fires, but how difficult could it possibly be?
This is where it starts. This is where it starts. This is where the firewood bit starts. Alphino about to become pro fire builder #1.
Purple flame, purple flame. Estinian wishes to prepare a signal fire to lure in the heretics. If we are to lure our foes into our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Aigead? Should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. Yeah, let's go.
I shouldn't be this excited for like Alphino gathering firewood, but given how much this like experience affects him, this boy is about to internalize this whole fucking endeavor.
Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor.
Okay.
Go, monkey. Sorry for dropping in.
Alright, I gotta find some things to kill. Here we go. Excuse me, sir, I need your hide. Die. Thank you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Meow. Oh, hold up. Wrong button. Do 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 do. Stinian about to make fun of Alphino so harshly for gathering shitty firewood, and Alphino's just gonna be like, and I took that personally. I left Ishgard on a mission of noble purpose, and now here I am scrabbling for sticks in the snow. How can my hands be at once so numb yet so sore?
'Twould seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino.
Not for long, it isn't. Sar harshly far uncut jams.
His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need?
Yeah, I got him right here. Estinian, your voice hurts my throat. I need you to stop being so gravelly. Oh, that purple.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Yeah, maybe you should have. Hey, girl, hey. How's your $12 outfit going?
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Well, we wish to speak with you. Hi, Iceheart.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion.
Are you saying I'm romantic?
If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this
Time to go to
animosity,
Fish Jail. Thanks for streaming.
you
Have a
would
good night.
understand
Have a good one.
the futility of your quest.
Enjoy Fish Jail.
Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
Yes.
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin, a war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated. had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him.
So then he ate her.
Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
Lady Shiva Vor
To
moments.
perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue,
Who's
as
meowing?
it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted.
Damn, fucked up if true.
Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Yep, there it is. Big jawbreaker.
Good gods.
Raggy, what are you tearing up cardboard
Until
for?
recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
Maybe.
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
Raggy, stop tearing up cardboard. It's getting picked up by the mic.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgar instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelga resides.
Cool. Oh, oh, sick. I restored one of my Jolly Ranchers. 1 down, 5 to go.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Little man.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were.
What?
Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and bust into the new area, and then we'll call it a night. Because new areas always get a fun little intro cutscene.
Be on your guard, warrior of light. With the mistress of the heretics as our guide, we may yet find that we are being led to our graves.
Oh, calm down, big guy. It's fine. We journey to the homeland of dragons, Aigead. The scholar within me burns to see the sights I have but read about, as does the child within me, I confess. Lady Iceheart stands ready to lead you and your companions into Dravania. You are Aigead, yes? Pray address me as Isael, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Well, I'm excited. So we gotta head, like, northwest-ish. And here we go.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, I probably shouldn't have come in so high up. That's on me. Hey, fuckers.
Do you sense them, Aigead? A gathering of dragons to the west.
I don't sense shit nor fuck. This forest was mentioned in the pages of the New Eorzean Geographic. As I recall, the author advised travelers to give the local chocobos a wide berth. According to her, they can be remarkably aggressive.
Ah, they look cute, though. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Somal will take us far to the west beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It'll be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned? There is a village here, but I thought these lands were the sole domains of the dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marschamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to the ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do so before Ishgard burns. Well, he seems cheery. Oh, and everyone's leaving. Okay. Alley-oop. So while we're heading over here, I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and co-host at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream, VTuber was done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and co-host at Team Capel. That's TeamCatple. And the chat blocker was done by my friend Molly, who you can find on Twitter at Ginger as a Spice. That's GingerISPice. Both do fantastic work. Highly recommend commissioning either of them, whether it's Team Catpole or whether it is Molly. They're all fantastic artists. If you want to commission Team Catpole, don't email them. Use their commission form. They'll email you. Don't DM them either. If you must DM them, don't be weird. Do not be weird to my friends. If you are weird to them, we will likely make fun of you on stream. Not by name or anything, but like, we'll talk about it. What else? Upcoming streams. Tomorrow, we're probably going to have a little bit of a later start tomorrow. I'm going to need to make sure to pick up one of my housemates from work, but we're going to be playing Deadly Premonition 2. Putting some more time in with that. Saturday, I'm going to go ahead and try to double up streams on Saturday. We're going to, earlier in the day, put in some time with Resident Evil Separate Ways. And then later, I've got a special event planned that I had been preparing for over this last weekend. So I hope you'll tune in for that. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I want to keep it a surprise. Otherwise, I am currently working on getting to 350 followers before the end of the year. Right now, I think we're at 342. If we manage to hit 350 followers before New Year's Eve, my annual New Year's Eve stream where I play through a game from beginning to end, trying to time it just to end at midnight, is going to be Silent Hill Homecoming. Since this was that game's 15th anniversary. If we don't hit 350 followers, I do have another plan for that. It is also a bad game. But I do hope to do the 15th anniversary stream for Silent Hill Homecoming. So if you like my stuff, and you're not already following, I do ask that you do so to help us get there. Or if you think you know somebody who would like my streams and my work, recommend me to them. See how they like it. Otherwise, I don't think I know anybody who's streaming right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here once we finish up this quest. Hopefully the dialogue chain here isn't too long. Hi, Marchand. Oh, it's a cutscene. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh-ho, and if it ain't the lovely Isael, it's been too long, girl. That it has, Marchand, that it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Somal. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Did the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Isael not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering Calum trees all about, haven't you? you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you expect, local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know I won't stop you sail here, but dragons ain't the only things you need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. And we will find out what we need to keep an eye out for next time on the Shark Stream. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you then, same shark time, same shark channel. Take care, everybody.